It's alive.
I hope the first thing they hear is all this.
Nice, I like that. Pro wrestling has more than one podcast.
Now, I want to say something before I do the introduction. Usually, on the technical side of things on StreamYard, when I run the thing, all our mics are immediately muted. But for some reason, James's cough comes through the whole thing. And I look over, and his thing is unmuted.
James hacks up a lung.
How did you hack the thing? Like,
I don't know. I wasn't touching anything. I was just coughing in my hands. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, hey,
power of heart failure.
The power of heart failure, the power of hair loss, and welcome everyone to Mark Out Mania. I'm Pedro Bodicadro, get 6 and Spaniard, and we got James Extra Sarno, Jim House. How are you?
I am doing good, my friend. I'm hanging in there. We got a lot to cover, a lot to talk about. I'm excited because we haven't been together for a while, so let's do it.
Yeah, it has been a while. And, but you know, we got some of this week here in Texas. We got.
Stop that.
They got a Thunder Zeus King Dark.
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Zeusy.
Hey,
Zeus, I'm mad at your boy right now.
Yeah, we are pissed at
It's
Ace.
not my fault. If he won't listen to me, it's not my fault.
He put the motherfucking belt on Moxley. What the fuck?
What is wrong with him?
They're being held hostage by AEW. Okay, if they don't give Tony what he wants, he's just going to keep on signing away their top talent.
Brutal. I mean, the only thing I can think of was that maybe Naito got hurt, and they had to call it audible. But
Naito is hurt. He's been hurt for 4 straight years.
He can barely move. Yeah.
He's the junkyard dog of 2024. He just walks around. People bump off of him.
That is true.
I mean, you have to literally throw yourself into his finisher now. I mean, he just has to pray you can throw his body up so he can spin around enough and make that rotation.
You let Okada go to make fucking goddamn porn movies with Pac, and now this?
Yeah, well, he's making almost $5 million a year, so that's what I'm saying. He's just taking that.
Excuse me. Oh man, but you're Mox with the strap. What the hell?
I know, man.
This has been a crazy week because you had WrestleMania last week, and before that. So last week you had the whole deal with CM Punk's interview on that show, all the brouhaha that came out of that. Then you had all the build up to WrestleMania. Then you had both nights of WrestleMania, people losing their shit, had such a positive glow about things. And then Wednesday you had the bullshit was showing the footage from All In on AEW and blah blah blah. And
that reeks of desperation, by the way.
And Mina Shirakawa kissing Mariah May on the air and all this kind of stuff, hot lesbian action for all the kids. And then you've got Moxley winning the IWGP title, while SmackDown you had Tama Tonga debut in a hot angle. It's just so many things happening. And it's weird, all the things happening, the only ones really benefiting from stuff, giving the fans positive stuff to roll off of is the bad guys, right? The WWE.
Say what you want about them, but right now they're untouchable. They are on fire. Another sellout. Another sellout.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20,000 on Monday, 15 yesterday. They're on fire. Unbelievable. And Pedro, as you referenced, a hot angle. I mean, Tama Tonga came in and they called it and they said it. They said, that's Tama Tonga, the son of Haku, who's been in Japan. Here he is. And then, Solo Sequoia, like, he took the phone away, he stomped on it. I mean, that's a hot angle. It's awesome. Good job. Good job, WWE. Good job, Triple H. You got to give the boys flowers. After coming off a hot night, too, of WrestleMania. Because,
yeah. Well, both both nights. I watched both nights of WrestleMania, and Stephanie watched only 2 matches from WrestleMania. She saw the main event of night 1, and then she watched the main event of night 2. So when Stephanie is there for parts of it, that tells you something. It's like,
yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Night 1 was okay. I mean, it could have been a lot. It could have been a lot better, but the matches were. Now, I don't know if you want to say it was the cold or this or that. I don't know, but it did not touch night 2. Because night 2 got off to a bang. I mean, they got off with a bang, but the whole thing with Seth Rollins and CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and then here comes Damian Priest cashing in, and that was awesome. And as it should be, because it's WrestleMania, so you expect a little overbooking, So it was good. I enjoyed it. Night 2 was fantastic, and then the whole thing with Cody Rhodes and The Rock, and then John Cena and The Undertaker. I mean, it was awesome.
I enjoyed both nights, and I'm not trying to make people upset. There were no good matches on either night. If we're talking technically, there were no matches I'd say were good. There were lots of fun, great moments throughout, which is what it's all about now. I'm not saying that as a negative. I want to put that out there. I'm not saying that as a negative. There are lots of fun and great moments.
I don't think the Io Sky Bailey match was bad.
There wasn't. I've seen a lot of people rating that match really high. There wasn't much to that match at all. I mean, there really wasn't, and they kind of flubbed the finish, which I have to say that finishing move by Bailey is stupid as fuck. Like, she should just go back to the belly to belly, because that is one of those finishing moves where like the person has to the person has to really do it. The person taking it has to do everything to make it look like anything, because it's really dumb. It's a really dumb idea for a finish, but
it was an exciting WrestleMania nonetheless.
Yeah, the things that they needed to do, deliver you moments in all the matches, give you little moments. That was
and emotion.
Moments and emotion. That to me, the best match of between both nights in terms of the work in the ring was the main event night 1. That had the most solid work of any match between both nights. So I don't know why people have been a little down on that, but I'm just like, well, that was probably the best match between both nights. But it's not about good matches. It's about the moments. And they had lots of stuff that made everyone excited and feel things and stuff. And I can't stop thinking about night 2, the main event between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. I keep thinking about that moment that Roman Reigns has the steel chair and he could finish Cody Rhodes off.
Yeah.
But there's Seth in the Shield gear, and Roman Reigns cannot let go of what happened like 10 years ago, and he blows his chance. He blows everything to just get that little measure of revenge from 10 years ago, and it costs him everything like that. I was thinking about it like all week.
That's great storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ja. Das Wunderkind. I don't know why I said
You know,
that's funny.
it was good storytelling because it made you feel. You know, you're like, no, Roman, and you're like, even the people, you know,
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
knew it,
know,
didn't you?
right? Exactly. You're like, no, you know, and you know, I'll be honest. As much as I wanted Cody to win, I didn't want Roman to lose.
Well, it's weird because you found yourself invested. You were like, no, you're going to blow everything, right? That's
Right.
what you're just, you know it when you saw that moment. You're like, you're gonna blow everything,
Right.
but you know he couldn't have let it go. It just got the better of, you know.
And
we're talking about it like it's real. It's just you know, it's a TV show, but
now I can't now. Even though Cody looks fantastic with the belt, I can't see the belt on you know, like any other person other than Roman Reigns. I was like, wow, you know, I still can't believe this, you know.
I'm just
But
disappointed that they didn't bring back the wing belt.
Cody said he was going to change it.
Yeah, I think there's a version in the works.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's supposed to be real, you know, nice. So you know, we'll see. Yeah, it's supposed to have like American Nightmare shit all over it. So we'll see how it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that's happening. Of course, they did give, you know, they did give that god awful ugly thing to The Rock for nothing more than
what
a
was
prop.
that? What was that?
It's just a prop. It's just a prop so Rock could do Rock things.
Yeah, exactly. So
like,
he could do that thing with the belt, and
yeah,
that he always does. Hey, do y'all are either of you familiar with the term beef master cow?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so in Texas, we have these things that we call beef master cows, and they are like mutant looking cows. Like they got muscles on top of muscles. They're like
yes.
They look insane. Like if you see them, the size of them is almost like you're seeing, you know, an elephant in someone's yard or something. They're like gigantic and stuff. The Rock looks like a beef master cow right now.
Yeah,
like he is it's like his muscles have grown on top of his old muscles, and I mean it is just insane how big he is. Stephanie and I were looking at pictures of him from his peak when he was wrestling regularly, and then looking at him like now, and I mean, he looked like he was like a skinny, like he was Dakota Kai or something back in the day.
I gave him props though. He was moving around the ring like he used to. I was like, look at him go. Like,
yeah, he compared to like those matches with Cena and stuff, he gets way better, right?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that was impressive. You know, I mean, I didn't like you knew The Rock and Roman were going to win Monday. You knew they were going to win on Saturday because, you know, it's against all odds on Sunday, you know? So that was a given. But the way they did it with the people's elbow, I was like, oh, really? I was like, whoa, FTR. You know, I was like, okay, you really want to put the screws through us. Okay, all right. But I thought it was great, man. I mean, the whole thing, I mean, the fans were fantastic. They were everywhere. I figured Damian Priest was in Yankee Stadium with the belt. I mean, it was awesome, man. I mean, I give props to Damian Priest. Good for him. Good
for you, Damian Priest.
I am now the world champion. Win the belt. I won the strap. Now I'm hungry. I'm going to make a ham sandwich.
We talked about that a while back, didn't we, James? We were sad that he's like got improved so much in a way because you can't do the old impression you used to do because that was a lot of fun. But
I beat up Keith Lee. You know,
Man, think about that. Think about where Keith Lee is versus where Damian Priest is right now.
Yep. That's a huge difference.
I mean, think about. I was telling Stephanie like last week, and think about the way. I know I mentioned it in the chat too, but the way WrestleMania looked on the screen, right? The way they made that stadium look like it was the largest audience ever. It wasn't.
Yeah,
right?
man, the link. Yeah.
They made it look that way. And then think about All In at Wembley last year, and it looked like a regular episode of Dynamite. It didn't look like something in front of 70,000 people. It just looked like it was Dynamite.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. The only thing that touches WWE in production is quite possibly the NFL. That's it. That's it. They are far and above everybody else. I mean, everything looks spectacular. Everything. The look, the sound, the feel, everything.
Let's see. Brian Bell, I am here because I heard you were showing backstage footage of Zeus attacking the chair again. No.
Attacking the chair by gigantic ass.
Be Brian Bell. Good job. Good job.
That's a callback to last summer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Zeus versus the chair. Yeah.
Might have been two summers ago.
Yeah, might have
been
2
summers ago.
years ago. Yeah. Oh my
Zeus is still waiting for his rematch.
Last summer was pretty mild. What? Hell, we threw the thing in the garbage afterwards, so I think I won.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Zeus guy, I got the strap.
Entrances were superb all weekend long on WrestleMania, both nights. They did such big entrances for everyone. The night 2, the entrances for Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Was freaking out over those entrances.
I thought the first match of night 2, the whole thing with Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, that actually set the tone for the night.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right, James. Like in that, like it was basically just like a fun spectacle with about the moments, right?
Yeah.
That was the whole night. Yeah,
that was the whole night. And then the way CM Punk took off his arm brace and beat the shit out of Drew McIntyre, I was like, they're really setting up this angle, So, like, how close is Punk then if they're starting to do this shit,
And he got involved on Monday too.
Yeah.
They're heating that angle up, like how we were all for Seth versus Punk.
Yeah.
Before Punk got injured, they're making Seth and Drew. I mean, Punk and Drew like that now.
Yeah.
Like, and kudos to the production. Like he beat up Drew McIntyre, and then Damian Priest music hits, and the way Punk like turns to the camera and makes that expression, it was like TV or cinema. You're just like, whoa.
Yeah. It was good, man. It was good. And here comes Damian Priest, and I'm like, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Sure.
And we wanted it to happen, James, remember?
Yeah.
We wanted it to happen to Punk. We wanted it to happen to Punk.
Yeah, the Punk. Right. Exactly. Right. Exactly, Pedro. Yeah.
And they still made it happen. And we were it's like, whoa.
I was all for it. Yeah. I was like, oh, Damian Priest.
The bisexual Undertaker is why are people calling him that?
I don't know.
I don't know the story. I don't know the story why people
all I know is that it was trending.
Yeah. I kept seeing it. I was like, why are they calling him that?
Is it because of the way he dresses?
I think it was that night, he kind of looked like it, so
yeah. I don't know. All I know, he was in Yankee Stadium wearing pinstripes. He looked good because he's a huge Yankee fan. So he had the belt in Yankee Stadium, and Aaron Judge was holding the belt. I was like, look at that. That's hot. Like, good job, please.
I'm not going to show the thing you wrote, Brian Bell, but I see it. I just want you to know I see it.
Really? How about Riddle? He's in a little bit of a hot water too because he sold the title change. But that's another story. Yeah.
I didn't.
Yep.
I haven't. I haven't seen. I know Zeus told me he lost the TV title to ZSJ, but I didn't.
Yeah, he no sold it to Gumby. After Gumby pinned him, he just got up and rolled out of the ring, left.
Oh shit! Who was that little dude from TNA who did that?
Austin Aries did it. Yeah, he did the same thing. Austin Aries. Yeah, he did the same exact thing.
Shit.
He smiled that he was leaving the ring.
I do have to give WWE some shit. Okay, I have to give them some shit for something they said on night 1 of WrestleMania. Which is they introduced Lil Wayne as the greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Okay. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, it's kayfabe. What do you want?
I wonder what Snoop Dogg thought about that when he.
Hey, he had the belt, so he's straight. Yeah. That belt looks awesome, by the way, man. The one that Snoop had? Holy shit. That's the one The Rock should have been carrying. But that other shit that Rock had, that's a monstrosity. I'm like, what is that? The People's Champion. Muhammad Ali's wife.
I'm going to hit you with the Brain Buster, Brian Bell, just so you know this. Because I can't stand it. But
you know it's Eminem, Easy Killer.
The worst match in a long ass time on a WrestleMania probably was the Usos match.
Yeah, nobody liked that match.
Nope. I thought the ladder match. Lacked drama.
Oh yeah,
they were just going through the motions.
I didn't care for that one either, James. But I mean, we know I don't. Increasingly, I don't like those kind of matches. It's because it's just a bunch of dumb stunt spots and setting up stuff.
Yeah, but there was no drama to it.
Right.
Nobody could try and go up the ladder and just reach it for the belt and just out of their grasp. There was no drama whatsoever. Now again, I don't know if you equate that to the weather, and you know, like people were scared because of the cold, the ladders were slippery, etc., etc., etc. But I
think it's a mix of things, James. Because I think we knew the Judgment Day were losing the belts,
right? Right.
And to be fair, they didn't even seem to care about losing the belts.
No,
like that to me that kind of hurt it too. They didn't seem desperate to keep the belts. They didn't seem to care that much about it.
Everybody knew that the titles were going to be split. Everybody knew that. So.
The only thing the crowd popped for in that was R-Truth.
Yeah,
they wanted R-Truth to get the win.
You know what match I was disappointed in the most?
What? I
did not like Rhea Ripley. I did not like Becky Lynch.
It was kind of flat, wasn't it? It was a little flat.
No.
They looked great, but it was kind of flat.
Afterwards, I found out that Becky Lynch had like 194-degree fever or some shit like that.
They mentioned it in the commentary.
Yeah. She was real sick. She had strep throat or whatever was going on. So.
Yeah, they did mention it during the match. They didn't mention it before the match, even, James. So.
Yeah. I totally agree, Brian Bell. I totally agree. Yeah, the best thing about the ladder match was the result, i.e., they split the belts. Yeah, and R-Truth, of course, winning, as you said, Pedro. Yeah.
Well, no, I just said that's the only thing that got the crowd into it was R-Truth.
Yeah, well, the crowd was frozen too, man. The crowd was frozen. Right. It was brick out there. It was brick. It was in the low 40s. It was cold. You know.
But yeah, they were just kind of just setting up stunts and doing stunts. It's just the same kind of stuff. It's just a clusterfuck. The Rey Mysterio Andrade versus Santos and Dominic. Most of it until the end, it was pretty fun. But I didn't care for the whole NFL players getting involved bullshit. But and it was kind of flat to me, but I guess it was for the crowd. And but it was fun.
Match I thought was better than I thought it was going to be.
What?
I think Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits against the Final Testament. I thought that match was going to suck. I thought that match was going to completely suck, and it wasn't bad. I was entertained. I was like, look at this. Okay. Even Karen Cross was doing some shit.
I did not get to see that match.
Excuse me.
I had to take care of stuff. The other match I didn't get to see a whole bunch of was you all know this is the match I wanted to see was the Damage Control versus Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. But
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, but when that match was happening, everyone in the house was coming to me about stuff to do. So I had to it was taking me away. I did get to see some of it, but I missed the entrances of Jade and Bianca and her
entrance looks cool, man. Her entrance
I know, I
really
missed
cool.
It. I saw the pictures of them. They looked like Disco 3 Amigos. I was just like, whoa, this looks hot as fuck.
Disco Fever. Yeah.
No, I didn't mean the wrestler.
No, I know what you're saying. I know.
Like this silver glam version of the Three Amigos.
Yeah, it was nice, man. It was cool how they did it. It was good.
What I thought, that match, I saw a lot of gnashing of teeth because Asuka lost another match at WrestleMania, but I was like, that was one of the better worked matches. I thought they made the opponents look so good,
right? Exactly.
Dakota, Kyrie, Asuka, they made everyone look so good, and Jade
knew, right? Yeah. And you knew they had one job. Damage Control had one job: put Jade over.
Yes, and to what you're saying, James, Jade was terrible in there. But it did not matter one bit because she looked amazing.
Right.
And
exactly.
Props to the guest appearance of the CML cameraman who had the camera right on her ass multiple times on the ring apron. I don't know what was up with that. But she got in there. She looked amazing. The crowd popped for her being tagged in. They popped for her being tagged in. She did some stuff. Everyone was just making the moves happen. Did you see Dakota Kai set up the finish all by herself?
Yeah.
I was like, how is she she was doing one of those kind of Rey Mysterio or Mystico things where they're rolling their body around the other person to set up a thing.
Well, look, again, they have one job: get her over.
Yeah. And then when she pinned Dakota, the way she did that thing where she was licking her hand and all.
That was kind of cool.
It
made a cool night a little bit warmer.
You know what match was not good? Wasn't really much of anything. Was the Gunther Sami Zayn match.
I didn't think that was. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we know.
I didn't think that was as bad as people say. Now, I get it. It was a lot of just Gunther taunting the wife and just kicking the shit out of Zayn, and that brain buster in the corner was all Gunther work. I get it, but that match had more emotion to it, and that's what made it better because you wanted Sami to win so bad.
I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want Sami to win. I didn't care about Sami winning.
I don't like Sami.
Look, those Sami in the Bloodline angle, whole different beast.
Yeah,
Sami with KO as tag team champions, whole other thing. Sami on his own in this angle where people wanted Chad Gable instead or whatever, people wanted this or that. Not as it did not connect so much, but that match was just chops, and then the taunting of the wife and the finish. That's all there was to that match.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing. I don't like to speak bad at people, but this WrestleMania, man, you think the wife could look a little better? I mean, come on, man.
Do what?
Come on, James.
She look a little beat up. I mean, smile.
My God!
Come on. It's WrestleMania. Put a little motion.
James is on timeout now.
Right? Telling you, man.
No, because she's supposed to sell it, right? Right?
James,
isn't she supposed to sell it?
She's not a worker. She's not a worker. I mean, getting her to do anything is a lot. So I
know. But I mean, you saw Mama Road. She was selling it.
Yeah,
oh, come on, James.
That
She was cursing out the Rock.
James.
that's a whole other thing.
James.
Come on, man. Let me have my
That's
fun.
some shitty shit.
Look at this. We are Sammy. Please forgive.
You are comparing Mama Rhodes to Mrs. Gunther.
No,
That's some fucked
Mrs.
up shit, James.
Mrs. Sammy Zeus. Mrs. Sammy Zayn.
Mrs. Sammy.
Yeah, Sami Zayn's wife. He's talking about Sami Zayn's wife.
Oh, I thought.
No.
Yeah, but you're comparing anybody's wife to Mama Rhodes.
Gunther's wife.
Come on, man. Let me have fun.
Gunther's wife is a wrestler, or was a wrestler. So
yeah.
It's Jenny. You remember Jenny from NXT?
No, I don't.
Yeah. No, James. James remembers.
Yeah. NXT UK. Yeah.
Dang, James. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
I just, I'm like, put a little umph into your performance,
Damn.
It's WrestleMania, give me a little give me some Sally Field. Give me something.
Oh my God. They should have got a stunt wife.
Yeah, stunt wife.
There you go. That doesn't always work out well, though.
No, it doesn't.
James has returned to the extreme after seeing.
Yeah, right.
He got back into his old haunts. He was like,
after his truffle and foie gras pizza raid in Delray Beach with the hoity-toities. Oh, look at how good Mama Rhodes was compared to her gender.
Oh man.
Holy shit!
No, but I like you said, Zeus. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, right? I mean, it just, you just gotta put a little oomph behind that.
Remember Shelton Benjamin's mom?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, that's right. They got a comedian, right? They got a comedian to play his mom, and she was like almost the same age as him, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh man. I forgot all about that shit.
It's like somebody went and saw Martin Lawrence in Big Mama's house, and they went, "Hey,
man,
I can fix this thing with Shelton Benjamin not being able to get over."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that's rough. I remember that. Oof.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let's see. We pretty much covered night one, right?
I thought the main event was good.
Oh yeah, I thought the main event for night one, I thought it was the best match between both nights in terms of being a match. As you said before, like The Rock looked good in the ring actually for the first time in a long time. I mean, I don't know about those trunks, but he looked good. The night two, we talked about Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, all that. You talked about the Pride versus the Final Testament, which I didn't get to see.
Dude, there were some Scottish fans that flew all the way.
Oh, really?
To Philadelphia, and they got up and walked out after Drew got briefcased.
Oh,
really? They were there minutes after that happened. You see them, they're outside the arena flipping off. There's like 6 of them flipping off the arena. Oh, it's so funny with the banners and everything.
Oh, man.
You waste all that money to leave after the first match? Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, man. True story, James. It's 2004.
James has returned to the extreme after seeing Philly. Yeah. You got that right, B. Brian Blair.
It's 2004. Stephanie and I went to I took Stephanie to see The Cure. It's the only time she saw The Cure. We went to this Cure concert, but it was part of a music festival. And there's this band playing before The Cure, and this one guy, when they finished playing, he left. Like that, he was telling everyone like he only came to see that band, and he left. It was like you're not gonna stay around for The Cure.
They're idiots. People are idiots.
Like
you're not bigger than the show, you fool.
LA Knight and AJ Styles, that was the most TV nothing match of the entire WrestleMania. Nothing was bad. It was just nothing was bad. It was just like by the numbers TV match.
It was filler.
The US title 3-way was a lot of fun. I thought that match was.
I gotta start giving Logan Paul credit. He looks good in the ring. He does.
I don't have to give him any credit because he's a shit human being. So.
He is, but he looks good in the ring, Zeus. He does.
And I get it. Even Jim Ross was saying he looks great in the ring. It still doesn't make he's still a turd.
He is a turd. He's a turd.
It's turd, man. But yeah, that match was a lot of fun. I was kind of surprised Logan Paul retained. I thought Randy Orton was going to win it, but. Bailey, Io Sky, nothing like offensive in the match. It just, to me, it was just a match. I couldn't believe people were rating it as highly as they were.
It was emotion. It was emotion. Again, that whole match was emotion.
That's all of it is just about the moments. I mean, right. Which is fine. It's fine, but people were calling it like an all-timer, and I was just like, man, people just accept anything now.
Yeah, well,
But I mean, it was nothing wrong in the match at all. They just the finish was a little flubbed, but that I can't put too much blame on them because the whole finisher I did is a dumb finisher in my opinion. But have you seen her finisher, Zeus?
It's the same move as LA Knight, right? The BFT. It's the same thing, right?
It's kind of like a deal where she spikes their head into the canvas or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks bad. It doesn't look good, and it's
what's the move?
It's just kind of like say you hold their head.
It looks like a BFT, Zeus.
I don't know what that is.
No way, LA Knight does the BFT as his finisher.
I haven't seen him wrestle since I saw him wrestle in person. What is it?
It's like a front face lock slam into the mat.
Face front Russian leg sweep.
Yeah, something like that. Right.
But the way Bailey does it, it's almost like she's has the head next to her foot or something. And
are you talking into the microphone, or are you like halfway across the room, Pedro?
Oh, can y'all not hear me?
You're a lot softer than James.
Oh, interesting. I'll see what's going on with my.
Okay.
Yeah, but Zeus, it's almost like a front face lock side Russian rape. Yeah, almost like that, right?
Face front Russian leg sweep.
Right. Yeah.
What's his name? Dennis Condrey. Dennis Condrey is the first guy I ever saw use that.
Yeah, something like that. Right. Exactly.
And then the Terminator, Animal's other brother, used to do that.
Yeah, but the way Bailey does it,
is it any better now?
That's a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Okay. I forget. So sometimes my audio is tied to Audacity, and so if the sound is low on Audacity, it won't be low. It won't be loud everywhere else.
Just stop playing with your buttons, Pedro. Okay. Now it just doesn't look crisp. The whole way Bailey does it.
But the way Bailey does it is almost like she's like puts their head next to her knee or her foot or something. It just
she rocks back before she goes forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look good.
It's not crisp.
So I mean, it's really on the opponent to do it well. And I mean, it's just one of those things. But it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. But I mean. And then, of course, the main event for night 2 was like the most just like nothing fun spectacle of all time. Like it was just about like just throwing big moments and guest appearances and just like the most overbooked thrill ride sort of they could put together. It was kind of amazing in that sense.
Want to know a fun fact?
What?
Undertaker wasn't supposed to be there. That was supposed to be Stone Cold. Wow. Because it was supposed to be Stone Cold Rock go face to face. but they couldn't come to quote unquote terms. So but then to substitute it instead. Stone Cold wanted to get paid, and they were like, nope.
I'm, it also, who knows exactly, but I mean, does that shock anybody?
No, but they wanted to do the callback of Stone Cold and The Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess Stone Cold thought he deserved X amount, and Triple H said no. That's what I read apparently. So then the Undertaker was there anyway. So they were like, okay, bang, and the whole place went crazy. Choke slammed the shit out of Rock, which was good.
Yeah.
Which was fun.
Once again, Stone Cold still, he kind of a piece of shit too. So,
well, yeah, I mean,
fuck that guy.
Nobody ever accused him of being a model citizen,
Yeah.
Stone Cold never met a wife he didn't like. Well, never mind.
Hey,
you're talking about me.
He didn't miss.
Really?
He didn't miss.
He didn't miss.
Oh,
he didn't miss. Holy shit. He didn't miss. Holy shit.
Fucking Zeus.
Damn.
Jesus.
Hey, before we move on from the WrestleMania stuff, Hall of Fame, I only saw Paul Heyman and Bull Nakano. I haven't seen the rest of it, but did you see
How was it, James?
It was all right, but after Paul Heyman was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
I don't know why why would you not have him last?
I don't know.
Who did go last?
James, who was booking that? You can blame me for fucking New Japan.
No.
This is your fault. This is your city.
I don't know, man.
You're the extreme Sorno.
I think Thunderbolt Patterson was last. But it was interesting because, like, all the old school guys he was talking about. So, that was kind of cool. But the whole thing with Ali was just a one big promo for The Rock, The whole thing with Ali was just a setup for Rock and Cody. Because he was cutting promo on Cody during the whole thing.
Man.
But the whole thing with Paul Heyman, I mean, he was letting loose. He didn't give a shit.
Oh, yeah. But Zeus, you should watch the Paul Heyman speech.
I know. I should.
Because he was raw dogging it. He was like, fuck you, this place, that place. If you think, he even said, suck my dick. I was like, holy shit. He said that?
Now, James, I was watching the replay, so tons of stuff is edited out.
No, it was live. It was live. It came through.
Right. So you watched it live, right? So I want to ask you something. I heard, because the version I saw, it doesn't appear this way. Right? Well, Nick on it. I heard that live, the crowd was doing the what thing to her.
They did it once. I heard it only once, but no. I like the book. I thought books
are always some assholes that want to do that.
It was a small group. Yeah, she did fine. She came in with the nunchucks and shit. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, she did the nunchucks on night 2 of WrestleMania.
Yeah,
she should have done it at the Hall of Fame. That would have been badass.
No, but she spoke fine. She was okay. It was fine. People are assholes, just like Zeus said. That's all.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say, the WWE's version of her career, Jesus, not very accurate, but
well, what are you gonna do? I mean,
yeah, I know. I was just like, oh man, but
you can't go into the whole, the whole spiel, But it was. I found the Thunderbolt Patterson one. I thought it was kind of interesting because he was talking about the Mid Atlantic days of Jim Crockett.
Oh,
that's old school shit,
What about Barry and
Mike Rotunda?
As much as I love the U.S. Express, somebody had to change the Duracells out of Mike Rotunda's ass. Let me tell you. Oh my God! You thought Damian Priest was bad back in the day.
Mike Rotunda never.
No, but
he never
Zeus,
cut a great promo in his life.
No, but he sounded like he was sleep talking. He was like, "Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. I want to say
that sounds like Mike Rotunda.
Sorry to my son, he was not here." You know, but Barry Windham was upbeat. He was smiling. You know,
which I mean, that's not even super normal for Barry.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's
it. You know what I'm saying?
That's Barry putting on a good show.
Right. Exactly.
He probably knew he had to because he was with the king of fucking fun and liveliness there.
But fucking Rotunda was like, thank you for coming. Oh, I just won $5 million. Thank you. It was like that. It was like, wow. You know?
Yeah.
Bo Dallas looked good. You know, because he's the one that inducted him and his sister.
They said he's been under contract this whole time.
Yeah, he has been, but he looked pretty good. I don't know if he's working out or what, but he looked good.
Well, he should be. He didn't do anything else.
That is true. Speaking of looking good, Tama Tonga. Holy shit.
Who?
Tama Tonga.
Oh.
Wow.
Are we skipping? Wait a minute. Are we skipping the rest of WrestleMania here?
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, well,
I'm just asking.
Well, okay. Before we get to Tama Tonga and stuff, so we did both nights of WrestleMania, and we mentioned the Hall of Fame. I think the one thing we need to talk about the Raw after WrestleMania, but one thing we need to mention is for later. For something we'll talk about later is leading into WrestleMania, CM Punk did a little interview.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
And he talked about some stuff, and that maybe led to some interesting things this week, right?
Right. So I mean, he basically said, he got mad. He got in Jack Perry's face. He attacked him. He put him in a choke. And then Samoa Joe and Jerry Lynn broke it up.
Zeus. I fear for my life, but go ahead.
No. I'm just saying that's what.
Yeah. But I was watching it. I feared for my life, but go ahead.
Right. So, and fast forward to.
Well, you left out a part, and he also said so after they got split up. He said he turned to Tony Khan and said that he quit, and that he was a clown.
Yeah.
So okay, now fast forward.
Right. So then Tony's like, "Oh, I'll show you. Me and the Bucks are going to show the footage. We're going to show the footage."
That smells of desperation, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Is until they actually showed the footage, like I thought that there was like a small chance, right? I thought there was a small chance that something in that would have made CM Punk look bad, right? Mm-hmm. Or a lie, like maybe Jack Perry, socked him in the mouth one good time, but it didn't. He didn't. It was nothing happened any other way than the gist of what Punk said, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He was right.
I mean, everything he said was like, yeah. He went to talk to Perry. They had the words exchanged. He shoved him. Put him in the front face lock. They got split up, and then you see him turn to Tony Khan. You can see he's yelling at Tony Khan. You can't see Tony Khan, but you can tell he's yelling at him, and then he walks off. And
he just dropped the belt too. He's like, "Fuck!" He's like, "I don't even want this piece of shit."
I mean, it's wild. Like they just because we were wondering like, what's it gonna be? Like if they're gonna show it, it must be something. But no, it was nothing. I mean, the fact that it backed up what Punk said, it was just like, oh, why did you? I mean, they shouldn't have shown it in any event. They just brought more attention. They just got Punk more over. Isn't it weird?
Has Cocaine Con not learned anything from Bischoff?
No, he had nothing. Why would he learn anything?
You would think he would, though, right? I mean, Jesus. Don't worry about the other guy. Concentrate on your own product. Like you said, Pedro, he just got Punk more over. He's the most over. He got over the most over wrestler in AEW works for WWE.
Right. So I mean, they because everybody's like, the Bucks are like, talking about, oh, we're showing the footage, we're showing the real footage. You're going to see what happened. Like the way they are, little bitches, and then they show it, and then almost immediately it gets deleted from everything.
Right.
Like they even deleted it. They even gave Ariel Helwani, the MMA commentator, they gave him a fucking copyright strike on the tweet of him sharing the video. And then later people are saying, well, that it's against British law to have shown that. And so apparently they're saying that if he wanted, that CM Punk could sue.
But who owns that footage?
It's not. It violates British privacy laws, apparently, James.
Gotcha.
So I believe it was because it was from the stadium security.
Right.
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 So
I totally forgot it was at Wembley. That's right. Right. Damn. AEW.
Yeah. So then, and New Japan they're showing Chicago.
Oh Lord, here we go.
And Jack Perry comes out with a Chicago flag and turn around backwards, and on the back of his jacket is written "Cry Me a River." I'm like, oh my god. CM Punk's the biggest star in 3 promotions. Right?
Yep.
I mean, and I don't really even like CM Punk, but it's just funny. I mean, it's like
AEW's most over star is in the WWE.
Yeah, they can't. I mean, that was literally. I mean, even before you saw it, it's like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, what on earth in any of that made anything any better for AEW? Right? Nothing. Not a damn thing.
The whole idea of them doing it was dumb. Everyone said it was dumb when they announced it, and they still went through it. They could have backed out of it. They could have just made it a skit, which would have gotten them heat. Sure, but they could have done a number of things.
But from what I read, everybody was pretty much everybody was against it, even the Bucks.
I think that's a lie.
Really?
I think the Bucks were probably all on board until it came out in it, and then they changed their minds.
So
that makes sense.
After it came out and there was the reaction, then it was being floated out there by Meltzer and stuff that or whoever it was, that the Bucks didn't really want to do it, that they just went along with it, and that Will Ospreay didn't want to make those comments about Triple H, that he was encouraged to do so. But then when that story started getting traction, then both the Bucks Osprey are kind of floating out there. No, we wanted to do it. That's not true. We wanted to do those things. So who knows? Who knows what the case?
Who knows what really happened?
Yeah, it's not another big pile of fucking pro wrestling lies.
The Osprey thing. I can believe Osprey was triggered by Triple H making that smarky comment last week.
Yeah.
Because we know Osprey's not the brightest, light.
Oh no, he opens mouth and inserts foot all the time. He's got that disease.
But you want to know something funny? At the end, it did nothing for AEW. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
All it did was, just for one thing. Right, it validates CM Punk. For the other, it completely invalidates Tony Khan for saying I feared for my life.
Oh yeah, because they remember that whole thing last year. They were saying that he lunged at Tony Khan and all this stuff. He doesn't lunge at Tony Khan. He's just yelling. You can tell he's doing a thing with his arm, like this will kind of hurt me to do because of my shoulder issue. But he's just doing a thing like this. Like if you're yelling at someone and you're just going like that. So that's what he's doing.
Yeah,
he wasn't,
it's certainly nothing to be scared about. Especially when that Samoa Joe and Jerry Lynn jumped in. Yeah, to help Jack Perry. They're going to jump in to help the boss out.
Did y'all not see big ass Chris Hero there? He's just a bunch of wrestlers around. It's not like something was going to happen to Tony Khan.
Toby Khan. Hi, everybody. My name's Toby.
And then the thing with Okada and Pac. It's like, oh.
Yeah, that's a very, very Titanic-looking moment.
I was fucking Skinamax.
Rose, it's like we're flying.
It's horrible.
Wait, what thing are we talking about?
Where Okada's standing behind.
Okay.
And it looks kind of. James said porn. I said it looks like Rose and Jack off the front of the Titanic.
Why is Drew all dressed up, hair done, manicured? Manicured? I'm not manicured. To do a podcast. No, I gotta leave. I gotta leave. Go on date day after this.
Pedro doesn't look like a homo every day.
I got a woman. God.
I got a woman.
Just like Okada has
a woman. when James when he's not at home with the wife, he's got to be with someone.
He's got to be with someone. He's my road wife, Pac. How about that?
I was gonna say, the Bucks are jealous.
Yeah. That was horrible. I don't know what they're doing with Okada. I don't know. It's hard to watch.
Hey. We knew this was going to be like this, though. We called this. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be cringe. It's it's actually going to be worse than what you think.
But
how do you screw up having Okada just like this?
Okay, but Zeus, they're paying Okada $4.5 million allegedly a year.
Dude, they're paying. They're paying Sasha Banks $10 million a year.
Guess what? This is where I was leading to.
So paying three people $20 million a fucking year.
They're paying Okada $4.5 million allegedly a year.
Right.
They're paying Sasha Banks $10 million a year to be on the ground.
Will Ocean Spray. Will Ocean Spray is getting at least $5 million. It's $20 million between three fucking people.
What was with that Sasha Banks thing?
Oh, that was terrible. Yeah.
Someone turned off the lights and like.
And
then hot lesbian action going on everywhere. Then you got Mina Shirakawa making out with Mariah May and all kind of stuff. It's a wild
very
time.
sad.
wild times in the AEW world, and
it wasn't even good. I mean, that wasn't even good, you know.
It's not moving any needles for them in any direction, but downwards eventually. Like they popped a slight rating, right? They got to
821. Okay, that's still the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just 70,000 more people tuned in to see the Punk footage. That's it.
Sasha tuned in to see Sasha Banks abuse a sock puppet. Yeah.
Mina Lesbo action. I wish I was an AEW fan. Yeah, it's interesting. What they're doing with people, right? But
it's not interesting. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so meanwhile, while that's going on,
back at the Hall of Justice.
So that's what AEW, so this is what AEW is reacting to stuff, right? They're reacting to stuff that other companies are doing. Is what they're doing.
Doesn't that sound familiar, Pedro?
What are we referencing?
WCW.
And TNA too as well.
Yeah.
To be honest. And then this week, what did the WWE do after WrestleMania? They set up Cody versus Rock down the road.
Mm-hmm.
They set up. They put more heat to Punk and Drew storyline. They somehow found a way to inject more life into the Bloodline storyline. With what happened, James?
Well, they came out. It was Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and the Hall of Famer himself, Paul Heyman. And Solo grabbed the mic, and it was like, we lost, but there's consequences to losing. So he looked at Jimmy Uso. He gave Jimmy Uso a hug. He goes, "I love you." And Uso goes, "I love you too." And before they separated from the hug, in comes a hooded figure to beat the shit out of Jimmy Uso. The hoodie comes off, and it's Tama Tonga looking oh so good. Okay? And they say it's Tama Tonga. He made a name for himself in Japan. This is Haku's son. And they beat the shit out of Jimmy Uso. Paul Heyman tries to call Roman Reigns on the phone. Solo Sikoa slaps the phone out of Heyman's hand and stomps on it. And then they take a chair and they fucking beat the shit out of Jimmy Uso. So now I'm thinking they're going to have the Bloodline feud. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to be Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and the debuting down the road, Jacob Fatu, against Roman Reigns and the Usos somewhere down the line. Because you know it's going to happen. Even next year's WrestleMania, quite possibly. So you know that's going to be built up somewhere, somehow like that. But it was, I was shocked. I was like, oh, and the first thing I said was, damn, the WWE does not rest on what just happened this weekend. They got the pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying is they're putting stories with characters in motion for people to get news stories. They're putting news stories and continuing some burgeoning ones for fans to continue their investment into what they're watching after the big finale, which you can consider WrestleMania like the big finale, right, of a season.
Right, it's a season finale, right.
So, and then AEW is over here just reacting and doing like dumb bullshit.
Oh, hey, don't forget, AEW did WrestleMania Temu Wish at Home Dustin Rhodes against Samoa Joe.
That was horrible.
About that.
Well, we've got a Samoan and we've got a Rhodes, and we're going to have a world title. We're going to show you how to do a world title fight.
That was Dollar Store Roman Reigns against the Family Dollar Cody Rhodes. That's what that was, okay?
What would be
No. Let's not be. There's no point in being mean to Dustin here, okay, or Joe. If they were the unfortunate fucking subjects of stupid ass booking from that broccoli-headed looking motherfucking Toby Khan.
Yeah. I mean, this is if people are making memes and burns on Samoa Joe and Dustin Rhodes, it's because
it's not their fault.
No, yeah, but I'm saying people are making those memes and burns because Tony Khan put them in the crossfires for it to happen.
Right. Fair enough.
Dustin, I mean, as far as their booking goes, which doesn't matter, nothing matters. no rankings matter, no win streaks or anything. There's nothing wrong with having Dustin Rhodes against Samoa Joe for the world title.
If you left out that content,
not the night after Cody versus Roman Reigns.
Right, exactly.
Brian Bell said, what would be great is if they are headed to Rock versus Roman eventually, a Bloodlines War Game Civil War. Rock, Solo, Tama, Fatu versus Roman, Uso, Sammy.
Yeah, that could work. Who knows? Could work.
Maybe Toby will sign Tongaloa and he'll attack Samoa Joe.
Oh Lord! But the point is that WWE's got the foot on the pedal. They're not letting off. They're not letting them go off the gas.
Hey, they can sign Sign Guy Dudley.
Yeah,
when he was doing the Paul E gimmick.
Yeah,
he can manage Tongaloa.
Oh my God! No, get Joel Gertner.
AEW ain't ready for Joe Gertner.
No. How bad? Let me ask you a question. What do you think Okada was thinking after he watched all of WrestleMania? Probably going, "Damn, that could have been me."
Who knows? Because the bottom, we have to remember for the wrestlers. I know some of them care a lot about the creative, right? But most of them only care about the bottom dollar, about the business, about the money that they're making, their bank account. So if you're Okada, okay, you're doing dumb shit, but you're getting paid $4.5 million a year. Like,
it wasn't like he was a pauper before, you know? I mean, it's different, you know?
But I mean, the US dollar is like, is stronger than the yen. Yeah. So like, it is different in a way, James. Like it's bigger money than he was making before. So in a way, possibly, potentially, we don't know, but potentially.
Oh, I'm sure.
Most likely, I mean, because they said that.
I'm sure.
I mean, that was the whole reason they left was more money.
I mean, I'm sure whatever WWE offered him was still a lot more than he was making in New Japan. I'm sure.
Well, who knows? I mean, but he gets to work with his friends once a week or twice a week, whatever the case is.
But WWE's got their foot on the gas; they're not letting up. And you know, it's it's something. It's good.
We didn't talk about NXT Takeover. I only saw part of. I saw most of it.
I like Stand and Deliver. I thought it was good.
I saw most of it, but I had to leave during Dragunov D'Angelo, and so I didn't see the end of that, and I didn't see Carmelo Trick.
Oh, that was a good match, man. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, good match. Right. Good match.
The women's title match was terrible. I'm sorry, James.
It left a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
it did. I expect better from both of them, actually.
Julia's appearance was the most talked about thing in a way. Julia made an appearance. Julia from Stardom made an appearance. She's heading to NXT down the road. People were having some reactions to all that.
Yeah, I think she'll do good there. You know,
yeah, I think she'll do good there.
They'll play up her character work. You know, like I said, I mean, they make her a snotty fashion model. Let her speak some Italian, and while she's continuing, because she's apparently been working on her English.
Yeah,
but still, I mean, if she speaks, even if she doesn't speak great Italian, most Americans won't know.
Right, exactly. Who cares?
You know, she speaks more Italian. She's going to come across very snotty. They
be like Nikita Koloff speaking Russian. It's the same thing. Who cares? Nobody knows anyway. You would go around Chateau. Everybody thought, I'll
be right back, fellas.
Okay. Yeah. There are two female talents who I feel like have just an enormously high ceiling just on, and all they need is their look and charisma. Okay, this is all they need, and that's Jade Cargill, and that's Julia.
Right.
Both of them look. They both just have this look about them that is just like they look like a star or something, like a movie star almost, right? They look like a dream or something, you know. And Julia being like half Italian, half Japanese, like that sort of white passing thing for the Western audience is going to be so beneficial for her.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I see big things for her in WWE.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, like, this may sound crazy at the moment, but she may even have a higher ceiling than like Asuka. Like, I feel there's a chance of that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue that. Yeah. I thought everything was good. I thought they were. I like stand and deliver. It was okay. You know, again, I'm in agreement with you, Pedro, about the women's match. I expect more from both of them.
Yeah.
You know, I expect more from Roxanne Perez and from Lyra Valkyrie. You know, I expect more. So
I did not know Lyra Valkyrie was packing that booty, but
she was.
I was like, whoa, that opened my eyes a bit. But
she's got a twang back there. Yeah.
I was like, wow, how did we not notice that before? But yeah, I'm trying to remember what else happened on because I watched most of it until the Dragunov match. I had to leave during, but let me look it up real fast.
Yeah, I thought Dragunov match was okay.
Yeah, I left during Dragunov selling that he was doing was unbelievable. So
yeah, well, he's good. You know, Dragunov's always been good.
Baron Corbin, Braun Breaker versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier. That was whatever, you know. Oh, the three-way the three-way match for the North American title. Now, oh my
Josh Briggs got hurt. Yeah.
The Obafemi and DJ and Josh Briggs. That match was sloppy and ugly, but it was at the same time it was like really fun. Even though it was really sloppy and ugly. And
you got three monsters in there. You know, they're trying not to kill each other, you know?
Right. And you said Josh Brooks got injured? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he did. He's out for a while now, I guess.
Brian Bell, they are doing so well with Jade. Gives me hope they will do the same with Julia. They can, and the thing is, Julia can work in the ring way more than Jade. So I mean, like there's a whole thing that they won't have to worry as much with her. But Obafemi, James, I know we talked about him a little bit in the past, but sometimes when people talk about acts in AEW that can come over that they think would do well in the WWE, they'll mention Hobbs.
Right.
And watching Obafemi, I was thinking they really don't need a Hobbs because Obafemi is like this huge dude. I mean,
and he can move.
Yeah, I mean,
he can move.
Who's that?
Obafemi. Like Obafemi.
Who's that?
He's an NXT. He's a Nigerian wrestler. He used to be a shot putter.
He was the kid from he's the kid from Oklahoma. Zeus, I was telling you about.
No,
he went to University of Oklahoma. Yeah. The All-American shot putter. The guy's massive. He's like 6'8", but he moves around like he's fucking 5'11".
Yeah, Zeus. If you saw him, I think you would be into like just his look. Like he has a look of like almost like something we would have been into in the 80s and 90s. You know, it just like I'm just talking about his size and his look and stuff. He just looks like a monster.
Yeah, he looks like a monster. So like, you know,
I'm looking. Yeah,
that match, you know, it was sloppy, like you said, Pedro. But again, there's three guys that are all 6'7", 6'8", trying not to kill each other. You know.
I didn't know Josh Briggs got injured in that match. I was gonna say the negative for me in that match was Dijak killed his finisher because he did that finisher so many times and it didn't.
Yeah, he didn't finish it.
I was like, yeah, his finisher is dead and in the ground. No, his finisher is not a finisher anymore.
No. And it's a shame because he had good matches with Keith Lee back in the day. Dominic Dijakovic, remember?
Well, yeah, he had good matches with him on the Indies. He had good matches with him in NXT. But look where Keith Lee is now.
Yeah, you must have been like, him and Damian Priest. Look where Damian Priest is. Look where Keith Lee is. Big difference.
But you know, I with Keith Lee, the only benefit of the doubt I'll give him is I really think COVID messed him up.
Yeah,
he got the bad COVID in a way. Like he has never been the same since he had it. So I think physically, like he's just not going to ever be the same as he was. So
right.
It's kind of like Ibushi. Ibushi will never be the same.
No. I still can't believe Mox is the IWGP champion.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah. So let's look up that. I don't know all the results.
What the fuck is Tanahashi thinking? Zeus.
We're giving Zeus so much shit. James, before you came on the air, I was giving him shit about
Yeah.
Look, the yen is so weak, he can't afford to call me long distance anymore, all right?
Jesus.
Okay.
What the hell's he doing over there?
So there's a buy-in. The buy-in was Matt Vandergriff, whoever that is, against Zane J. That stuff don't matter. Okay. Alex Windsor and Trish Adore defeated Mina Shirakawa and Viva Van. Okay. So let's see. Ren Narita defeated Minoru Suzuki in under 10 minutes. Like 7 minutes and 43 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah. Any thoughts on Suzuki being a jobber?
No, he's being jobbed out. Yeah, that's nice. Good fucking job.
Stephanie,
well, I mean, he was the one. Ren Narita was in a strong style with him.
Yeah.
Right.
And let's face it.
Yeah, he's older. Plus, he wants to put him over. Okay, I get it, but come on.
Oh man, these results are going to get depressing as they go on. Stephanie Vakir defeated Azumi in 10 minutes for the strong women's title. Then they had TMDK defeated Gorillas of Destiny and Fred Rosser and Tom Lawler and the West Coast Wrecking Crew in a 4-way tag match for the strong open weight tag team titles. What the fuck is that even? That's another under 10-minute match. Shota
Pedro. Yes. Before you say anything else, there's no modern match that needs to be longer than 10 minutes anymore.
That's probably true. That's probably true. Shota Umino defeated Jack Perry. Wait till you hear this one. Mustafa Ali defeated Hiromu Takahashi.
Nice. Shocking, but nice. I mean, aren't we all? I mean, aren't we all tired of
Takahashi
winning every fucking thing?
Yeah, there's really not more for him to do in the junior heavyweight stuff. So
no.
Bullet Club, Clark Connors, David Finlay, and Gabe Kidd and Kenta defeated Eddie Kingston, Homicide, and United Empire.
Oof.
Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Matt Riddle to win back the TV title, and then y'all said Matt Riddle no-sold it.
Yeah, he rolled out of the ring. And as soon as the 3 count over, he got up, rolled out of the ring, and smiled.
Dang.
What a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph Ziggler defeated Tomohiro Ishii.
Oh.
It was a non-title match. Wasn't even a title match. And John Moxley defeated Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
What is going on? What is the pro? Okay, let's take wrestling for a second. What's the purpose of putting the strap on Mox? Is it to appease Tony Khan?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Zeus is. Zeus is like, I've been saying that. Zeus, explain it to James again.
What he's gonna do, James? He's gonna just take all the wrestlers until New Japan's got nobody left.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Because did you guys hear? Did you guys hear? Of course, it is probably a joke, but I mean, it's a scary thing to hear Naito say. You know, hey, if depending on what happens to me in Chicago, you know, I might call up Tony Khan and see how much he'll pay me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I read that. Yeah. AEW's killing the business, and they don't even know it.
No, they're giving workers another place to work. They're saving the business, James. What are you talking about?
Yeah, please. Yeah. 3,000, 2,000 for Dynamite. Yeah.
You know,
20,000 on Raw. Eat one.
I heard on the radio coming here this morning.
What?
Into the Fire.
Oh.
Shocking. And I remembered how good the original Power was.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you know how it was just like it was a fucking weekly event, and it was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was short, and it wasn't perfect. It wasn't good as like Lucha Underground, but I mean, remember, like, you know, the fucking Ric Flair and The Rock were watching it.
Yeah.
You know,
it was Zeus. It was easy to digest, fun, linear, simple, old school pro wrestling. With fun angles, fun promos. The wrestling wasn't much of anything, but that didn't matter. We were having so much fun, enjoying the like cartoon of it, sort of.
Yeah, right. Shoes of a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James, you and I used to compare it a bit to that those 1 or 2 seasons of WoW. Remember, because it was that easy to digest kind of cartoon wrestling.
It was almost the same type. Right.
It was fun. I mean, the three of us, you two were talking seriously about going to the studio for taping.
Yeah.
We were talking about hitting that Atlanta studio.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't likely I could go, but we were all talking about that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that was about as central of a place as you could get for the three of us at the time.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. It was right there. It was right in Atlanta. It was right there. So it was, you know, boom, boom, boom.
I mean, not so boom, boom, boom for Pedro, because it's like boom through Texas, boom through Louisiana, boom through Mississippi, boom through Louisiana. Pedro's crossing a time zone.
Well, it was easy for Zeus and I, because Zeus and I, because we were right there at the time,
Yeah.
But
Zeus would have came down, I would have came up, and you would have came across, Pedro. See how it worked?
Yep.
Yeah, I was singing my ass off to Dockin this morning. That was.
But NWA, the whole key with the NWA Power was it was fun. That was the key. It was fun.
That first set of it was fantastic. And then apparently, Billy got into the Toby Khan booking powder.
Well, didn't the whole
was it the Sinister Minister? No.
Didn't the whole thing with the whole scandal messed that up too?
Whatever his name is.
Whole thing messed that up.
Yeah, that piece of shit, and then the fucking Marty Skrull piece of shit.
That's what made it work. Because wasn't Skrull part of the booking committee?
Oh yeah.
So that made it worse too. That was brutal.
Well, Marty Skrull was the head booker for Ring of Honor
when
this came up, but
Logano was the one. He was the one behind all the good shit in Power.
Right. Yeah.
Horrible.
Horrible shit-eating fucking people just fucking could have easily, like, for the dumbass moments, in their lives to fuck up everything else. Now Marty Skrull's in fucking Tijuana wrestling on the Crash. Hopefully it gets some, some play on Facebook Live or what the fuck ever they're doing.
Hasn't Velveteen Dream trying to make a comeback too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he has been trying to make a comeback.
Brutal. They had it. These people had it, man. They had it in the palm of their hands. They fuck it up.
Yep.
Bad people.
Bad.
You're a bad boy.
we mad.
How about Mama Rose cursing out The Rock? Fuck you, Rock. Yeah, that's what I like. That was hot.
Kiss my fat ass.
Yeah, she told The Rock, fuck you. I'm like, yeah, go for it.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So, here's something completely unrelated, but the streaming service of the week, I've got to give it to Tubi.
What's up?
Tubi has got some great fucking shit. Okay, they've got Bloodsport. They've got Stripes. They've got Devil's Advocate. They've got Executive Decision, which is like the last.
Kurt Russell, yeah.
Right? Kurt Russell, Halle Berry, and Steven Seagal's character gets killed halfway through it.
Yeah, I love it.
Deep Cover with Lawrence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, that's a good
Training
movie.
Day. In the Line of Fire. Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. They've got Colors.
Oh, I love Colors.
With you don't remember Colors with
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Okay, I thought you said you didn't. Okay.
No, I love Colors. I have it on the DVD.
Platoon, Lady Hawk.
Lady Hawk. With Rucker Howard.
Yeah, they've got The Mask. They've got The Suicide Squad.
Nice.
Jackie Brown.
That's a good movie.
They got Black Adam and they've got the Batman. So if you haven't seen that, it's free. They got the original Point Break, Striking Distance with
good movie.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
They've got Osmosis Jones. That was fun. Oh, I watched this yesterday. Death Becomes Her. I hadn't seen that in a long time.
Oh, that's a good movie. Yeah, Willis. Bruce Willis, Meryl Streep, and what's her name?
Goldie Hawn.
There you go.
They've got they got Heat and the director's cut of Heat. Critters, Three Amigos.
I heard they've been doing Critters. The reboot. They're going to reboot Critters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It'll be CGI.
Yeah, it's going to fuck it up.
Instead of puppets.
Mm-hmm.
I could not watch Apocalyptico. I tried to, but man, that was just so brutal. I was just like, this is terrible.
Oh, man.
They have
Apocalypse.
They have Death Proof, Mars Attacks.
I like Mars Attacks.
Dark City. They've got Kurt Russell, The Thing.
Classic.
Oh, wow.
Time Cop.
They got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Man in the Air. They got free. It doesn't get any more free than Tubi.
Yep.
Tubi's killing it right now.
And besides all the stuff, the movies you're mentioning, if you want to watch like any Ultraman series ever, basically, It's on Tubi for free. You want to watch like any Super Sentai series in the original Japanese? It's like there. I mean,
they got a ton of Scooby Doo too.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
Pre-Scrappy Doo Scooby too.
Yeah, thank God. It lost me once they brought in Scrappy Doo.
Oh man,
worst character ever.
I was like, who is this stunt double? Well, get him out of here.
But historically, Moxley has become the first wrestler to win AEW World Title, WWF title, and IWGP World Title.
Jesus.
Brutal.
Isn't that terrible?
It's horrible.
This goes to that thing I've been saying about the worst timeline. I mean,
yeah,
we're in it like this.
Yeah.
When he's the wrestler to do that, when he is the one to do that, it's just like, oh man. You should, I saw things this morning. There were fans online saying, like, kind of putting down Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins because they don't have a title now, and Moxley has the IWGP title, like saying that he's better than they are. And I was thinking, like, how could you see what happened on this past weekend with WrestleMania both nights? The amount of momentum that this company came out of it with it, and just be like, oh, they wish they were Moxley with this AEW.
If I'm the booker of that show, if I'm booking AEW right now, I have John Moxley drop the IWGP strap to Okada in the AEW show. Fuck it.
Oh. Of course you would, James.
Why not? What the hell? I mean, you're showing backstage footage. Why not do that?
And he can celebrate with Pac afterwards.
Yeah. They have a romantic dinner for two. Actually, for three.
Mina can bring them the champagne to celebrate with, and they can celebrate.
They have hot naked sex with the belt.
So here's something interesting that I was thinking about the other day. You guys remember I went to that that SmackDown in 2019.
Oh
yeah.
Right, and I think it was it 2019 or 2020?
No, I think it was right before the pandemic. Wasn't
I think it was before pandemic.
Yeah, it was the year the pandemic hit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's 2020 when it hit here was 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, and so here's the results from that night, just to show you how much everything's changed. So the dark match was Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak. They're both gone, right?
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, Drew Gulak's in NFC, isn't he?
Oh, he's an agent or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he might be gone in the near future. So
yeah. I think they sent him home.
Yeah, because
some shit like that. Yeah,
some stuff that came up in the last 2 weeks. Oh yeah.
But Johnny Mundo beat Big E.
Yeah.
The Usos beat the Revival.
Oh my God!
Right?
Yeah.
Lacey Evans beat Bayley.
Lacey Evans. Oh my God! Remember
her? Alexa Bliss with Nikki Cross beat Sonya Deville with Mandy Rose. And that was
Mandy Rose.
And that was the night where Mandy Rose was like on the top rope and fell off the top turnbuckle out of the ring, and Otis caught her.
Right. Okay. Right.
And then and the main event was babyface Roman Reigns beat Robert Roode in a tables match.
Robert Roode. Oh my God.
So that, like, isn't that crazy? That was so in like 4 years, they built up all this, stuff with, heel Roman Reigns, and it's really amazing how hard they've been able to lean on him, for most of the last 4 years. And I mean, and to be honest, Seth has been a huge part of it too. So,
yeah.
I love to hate Seth, man. He pushes my buttons, man. I just see that fucking jackass smile and whatever crazy shit he's wearing, and I'm like, I hate you. And I'm like, oh fuck, you got me,
Yeah.
We don't get to get God a lot anymore. Man, it's like I could definitely go be like, nah, I fucking hate that fucking guy, but
Those like that, Grayson Waller. I just want to bitch slap him.
Isn't he the one that
him and Austin Theory?
Isn't he the one that bitch slapped or he went off on that Australian
yeah
interviewer. Oh, it's fake. What you doing? Fake.
Yeah. They're trying to recreate the Vader shit. Yeah.
Oh, that night too.
Hey, you're not Vader, so stop.
Right. That night, that SmackDown night, Elias was out playing the guitar, and then heel Shinsuke, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn came out to beat up Elias, and then Braun Strowman, babyface, came and cleared the ring.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't like super into Elias, but
he was over.
Oh yeah, he was over, but I mean his gimmick was it seemed to have like a ceiling to it. You know what I mean? But it's weird in a lot of ways. I thought he had more potential as Ezekiel than he did as Elias.
I thought that shit was stupid.
I don't know. He was just more of a regular wrestling character. It just seemed to have more potential. The look was better, I thought, but
Ezekiel.
And maybe it just goes to how good Kevin Owens was, because Kevin Owens against Ezekiel, like the work they did against each other, just seemed to really pop out. But
not for nothing, but Kevin Owens been in WWE for what? It's going on 10 years, right?
Yeah. Hey, do you remember the last time Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn re-signed with the WWE, and the AEW fans were like, "Oh, what are they doing? They're ruining their careers." Look at this. Kevin Owens had that match against Steve Austin at a WrestleMania. Him and Sami Zayn headline night 1 of WrestleMania last year.
Yeah.
Look what all they got to do this year. I mean, they're in good spots. I mean,
AEW, where the big boys play with themselves.
Basically. Did you tell your Alex that?
Well, first of all, I was gonna bitch slap him because of the shit he was doing on Twitter. but he explained to me that he was quote unquote in character. So I was like, oh, okay, so you're kayfabing on Twitter. He goes, yeah, basically. I'm like, all right, because otherwise you and I are gonna have a conversation. Because AEW does suck, and they don't draw dick. And that's it. And yeah, now when I said that, but whatever, I went back and forth. He was like, I want to watch Supercard of Honor. Said, you do that, I'll watch SmackDown in the Hall of Fame. How about that? So, we understand.
No.
What? No. He got it on. He downloaded it, but there was just no time to watch it. And he was like, "Oh, Eddie Kingston against Briscoe, you don't get it." Yeah, I got it. I just didn't want it.
Yeah, that deal. They put the belt on Mark Briscoe, right?
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston's Triple Crown is gone.
They made a,
No. It's still there. As soon as he wins them all back, it's the Triple Crown again.
Yeah, they made a huge deal. They made a big comeuppance about the Triple Crown and this and that. And DK, what happened?
Well, you know what I really want to know is who's the loser that made the fucking Wikipedia page for that shit?
Are you serious?
I'm serious, man.
Oh, Lord. What now? This is the Triple Crown. Yeah, I'm a Triple Crown winner, too. I ate a regular slice, a sausage slice, and one with pepperoni. Fuck you. Get out of here with that shit. Triple Crown. Come on.
James had barbecue. He had ribs and he had candied bacon.
Yeah, exactly. I had the real Triple Crown. All you gotta do is talk to my stomach. That was North Carolina. Yeah, the fucking 3 days I had the real Triple Crown. I ate all kinds of shit. Biscuits, you name it. But, it's just I don't get it. They made such a big deal about that. Didn't they make a big deal about the winning streak being important again? Right? It's the win streak is back in 2024.
For who?
AEW had the wins and losses again. Oh
yeah, that lasted for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome Lucky Clover to the show. How you doing? I'm not sure who Lucky Clover is, but welcome. A new prediction card for New Japan Collection. Let's go, Mox. Oh no.
Oh.
I'm sure that'll be in there, Lucky Clover. That if you're a collection person, definitely ally us up.
Yeah.
And let us know who your favorite is, because
you can find us all. I'm Texan Spaniard on there. You can find James. What are you? Well, I can't remember what your.
He's just JJ.
JJ, that's right.
JJ. Yeah, JJ.
Yeah, it's just JJ, and you got that New Japan American flag lion mark.
Yeah.
I think I changed mine again. What did I change?
Welcome to the Hangout, Lucky Clover, and let's go Mox. Really? So you're a Mox fan? So then you must be thrilled about him winning the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, huh?
Ship.
Thrilling. Let's throw a party.
I've been killing it on my trades lately here on collection.
Zeus, you pulled off a good trade, man, to get that Despy, because that Despy looked good.
Yeah. Both of those last two Despies.
Yeah.
I've been doing terrible on that stuff. No one wants the Dolph Ziggler card. Let me just put this out there. No one wants that fucking Dolph Ziggler card.
I haven't drafted shit in 3 days.
No one wants that Dookie card. Or Doki, sorry. I've tried. There are people who want like some of those old. They're now sold out. Desperado cards.
Right.
I've tried to trade those for like the Mina card, and they don't want to part ways with that. I'm just like, oh man, like you want this card, but you don't want it for the Mina.
I tried getting you that Mina card. I tried getting Zeus that Despy card. I kept drafting. I came up with nothing.
I know.
Absolutely nothing.
We all spent too much trying to get that Mina card.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
You did get the Mayu card.
Yeah, I did get the Mayu card. It's yours, Pedro. Don't worry. It's all yours.
Lucky Clover said, thanks, not really, but I love the Shield, and seeing Mox with his U.S. title run is great. Clashing with Ospreay and Suzuki is awesome.
You love the Shield is cool. Good job.
Yeah, the Shield have been doing pretty all right. I mean, look at how this past weekend played out. WrestleMania and
well, it goes back to what Seth Rollins told Cody Rhodes. He goes, "I'll be your Shield against Roman Reigns," and sure enough, he came out with the Shield gear.
If you think about James, Seth Rollins lost everything to keep his word to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
He took part in that the night one main event, and The Rock just absolutely destroyed his legs, right? Just absolutely destroyed his knees in that match. So then against Drew, he has like no knees, right? He's just like a
Right.
wounded, he's like a one-legged or whatever man, and he could barely defend himself, and he eventually loses. And you saw how sad he was at losing the belt,
Yeah.
like crying and all this stuff. And then even though he's all fucked up and he's lost everything, he still shows up in the Shield gear using the music, knowing it's going to trigger Roman Reigns in the main event.
For a split second, I thought Mox was with him.
No, I knew that wasn't going to happen.
I was like, why would they play the music if only one of them was going to come out?
For the story I'm talking about.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
I know.
that story happen.
No, I know. But for a split second, I thought Mox was with him.
It was all about
like,
triggering Roman Reigns. So when that moment came, Roman Reigns
well, first of all, everybody knew he was going to drop the title to McIntyre because he desperately needs time off. I mean, that guy's he's beat up, you know?
Lucky Clover, you didn't get the Mina card too. Only that, yeah, I know we all. Well, I didn't get the video one. I got the other Dolph Ziggler card. Also cool for Tama Tonga to debut in WWE. Hope
that was awesome, Lucky Clover.
Yeah,
Tama Tonga debuting on Friday Night SmackDown last night was amazing. I loved every minute of it. It was spectacular.
Spectacular.
It was Mr. Spectacular.
Mr. Spectacular.
Oh man, yeah.
the king of OVW.
Yeah, I forgot about that dude.
Yeah, he's still wrestling in OVW.
No.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yep.
What the hell?
Oh man. There's a commercial.
Yeah, nobody got that Mina card. I don't think anybody got it.
No, I've seen people with it. They just don't want to.
Oh yeah, they don't want to give it up. I had the Ziggler video card, and I traded that too.
Azus, they don't even want to part for it with stuff on their wish list. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like there must be stuff happening if you have this Mina card. Like it's like, oh, she must appear in your room with the champagne. I'm like, whoa. I have a card or two of her in the Stardom one, and she doesn't appear in my room, so it must be just a New Japan Collection exclusive benefit. But
I tried, man. I tried for that. I tried for Zeus's Despy. It was like every time I want to get a card, it's like it's a headache. The only thing that came through for me was the Maya. I got the Maya Iwatani. I was like, yes, but everything else.
I did get that new Naito.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you really? Yeah, you got the new Naito?
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, Zeus.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice from Stardom. From the Stardom app.
How do I get it where it'll show up?
It showed up at first when you had it closer. Yeah.
You're gonna draft, Pedro? You're gonna draft?
No, I'm not going to draft.
He's just showing off his.
I'm just showing off whatever.
Okay. He's showing off his Mina plaything set.
No, I did get let's see, with the Starlight Kid cards, I did get like a new one in a trade recently. I got this one.
Oh man, that's pretty cool looking.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice, Pedro.
Let me see. There's this one I got not in a trade. I got this drafting, but I have like two of them.
Which one? Okay. Okay.
It's got like a message in Japanese, but I don't know what it says. So.
She autographed. Okay, and yeah.
Excuse me.
Well.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yes, Lucky Clover. I do play a Stardom card party. Yes.
All in all, I thought WrestleMania weekend and the Raw after WrestleMania was a huge success. Obviously, WWE's keeping the pedal on the metal. All you have to do is look at SmackDown last night and what happened. And I think AEW is in real trouble.
It says Texan Spaniard. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I'm Texan Spaniard on there. So just look for Texan Spaniard. I've got the 2-star card. SOK is my profile pic. So
And and WWE is not paying attention to what Tony Khan is doing, as they shouldn't. They shouldn't. I mean, you sell out 20,000, 15,000, 17,000. Who cares what the other guy's doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think if they want a good laugh.
No, yeah, around the water cooler. Hey, how about that other guy? But I mean, you keep putting numbers up like that. I mean, okay. I mean, they're just blowing them away. It's like, wow.
Let's see. Before we go,
and again, it goes to show you, it doesn't matter if you have all the talent in the world. It's the way they're presented. The AEW's got people, but the way
if you don't make stories, then people don't care. They just don't.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing we were talking about earlier, right? WWE has all these stories with characters for people to get into going forward. And look, like people are like, oh, but it's not the whatever the modern version of wrestling is right now. They think a lot of athletic, flippy, convoluted, botchy stuff is pro wrestling now. You can do like literally nothing. You can do just a bunch of nothing and just have like moments. So you can just kind of pose and do little moments and just a little bit of this and that, a little bit of action, and people will be like, oh, like they're going nuts for it. Yeah. Like that's what it should be now. You don't need to do a bunch of stuff anymore. Just do it. Give people some stories.
Yeah.
Give people stories to get invested, like that Gunther or Sami Zayn match. It's a bunch of nothing. It's just chops and then taunting the wife and then the finish. But people were like, "Oh, it's my favorite match of night one," and you're like,
"Come on, Sammy, let's go, Sammy. Yeah. You can do it, hon. Come on." Oh,
James, you keep mentioning emotion, right? You keep mentioning the emotions. That's what it's about.
Invoking emotion. Yeah.
So,
you become invested, and you want to see, you want it to come to a head. You want to see a finish.
Zeus has been saying it for a long time. They saying about all pro wrestling. They need to get back to stories. You've been saying that, Zeus. Stories.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. That's why we loved Lucha Underground so much. Remember? That's why
it was all story driven. Right. It was all story driven. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, until they put the bill on Trevor Murdoch, but that's another story.
What?
He's talking NWA.
I was like, you're in the wires here, Pedro.
No.
They did something. They did something a little worse than putting the belt on Trevor Murdoch.
Yeah, Jake Strong.
But no, I was talking about NWA.
Yeah. I was talking about Jake Strong.
Yeah, Jake Strong.
How about when Wade Barrett turned out to be the guy, right?
Oh, God, I forgot about that shit, too.
Yeah.
Man, they should have had that. They should have had a damn meteor come down, just hit that fucking
car,
whole fucking limousine, just kill all of them.
Zeus, you got anything to push? You got anything coming up? We won't be around. We may not be around next Saturday because I might have something going on. But you're gonna be taking off soon, right?
In like 2 weeks, I won't be here. I don't think. Yeah. Be at the beach.
We'll be at the beach, suplexing people in the sand.
It's spring break, so possibly, yeah.
Oh wow. James, you got any DJ mixes dropping anytime soon?
As a matter of fact, I think this Friday I'm going live on House Beats Radio. So it should happen this week. It all depends on how I'm feeling, So we'll see.
Let's see. Wednesday will be a non-music stream for me on Twitch, and then Friday is Stephanie's birthday coming up, the 19th.
Oh, happy birthday, Stephles!
I'll be doing some kind of music stream. So everyone, take care. We'll catch up with y'all.
Welcome, Lucky Flower.
Yes, welcome, Lucky Clover. Thanks
to Lucky Clover. Thanks for B. Brian Bell hanging out. Hope to see you next time.
WB05.
Yep.
And everyone, take care. Adios.